Hello, welcome back. Right, got some research done. Evocation's finished for now, so we can do Firestorm at least. And yeah, I'll try and get Purgatory at Thaumaturgy. Did some whites, did some Voice of Apsu. Didn't find any water sites, unfortunately. Ever. Oh well. 2 reports from Hogoria. So someone tried to cast a spell at us. Went through the Dome of Fire and counter-attacked. Caster survived though. And did then get stopped by the Forest Dome, which is nice. So I'm not sure what it was that just got cast at us. Maybe it was the big cold army killing spell. That would be good if we block that. I should try and get up the Astral Dome, huh? I forgot about that. This turn's already been submitted and rolled over, unfortunately. But yeah, we're getting attacked in Hogoria by spells. Bunch of other spells then. Infernal Tempest, Infernal Crusade, Forest Trolls, Forces of Darkness, Infernal Breeding. Lots of summons. My Bacchial got hit by 2 more rounds of Mind Hunt, but resisted them both, fortunately. Agartha put up an enchantment. This was Dark Skies. Not too bad for us because we're pushing away a lot of Agartha's Dominion on our border, so also a lot of our units have 30 morale. But it's up anyway. I caught lots of Blood Slaves. Blood hunting is very good nowadays, so that's quite nice as well. Lost a Horticulturalist to a Spine Membrane Horror, unfortunately. And my Bacchial had another assassination. This one into a Gija. With a Pearl. Interesting. This person had a Corpse Construct as a bodyguard. Didn't really help. Just gets killed by the lightning bolts from the hat, so another big win for my Bacchial. I have a feeling he might just get Mind Hunted next turn, but oh well. Some things died, limping, moved into Great Woods at the Vampires. Ross is now dead, by the way. They were permanently vanquished this turn. Zamik, I accidentally moved a Werewolf, trying to soak up Mind Hunts for my Bacchial. The Werewolf was supposed to be sneaking, but then a lot of our other scouts just got immediately caught by all the patrollers. So you can see, like, Neefel is patrolling that fort with everything he has, including 154 corpse constructs. I think my Bacchial is safe from patrollers though because he's invisible. You can only catch invisible units if you have Spirit Sight, and I don't think any of this... Okay, this person has Spirit Sight, the White Hag. But I don't think anything else does. So the only thing that could catch him is the White Hag, I think. So I think my Bacchial is safe from patrollers. It's just a question of whether or not we can keep him safe from Mind Hunts. I don't think we can, but... Well, we can just summon him back, right, if he dies. We're under siege in Russ still, somehow. I think those units just poof away next turn, though. And yeah, Russ was vanquished. We also got a ton of really good events this turn. So, Drill Woods, we got 1,300 gold, Ring of Fire, some gems. Abysia, the Master of the Treasury, has died. 1,272 gold. Stella, 5 fire gems. Turtle Glades, 2,115 gold, some gems, and an ivory bow. I logged into this turn with like over 5,000 gold, which is pretty crazy. We still have 2-3, even though I queued up a mage in every fort. And all of our provinces are on at least 10 PD. Except Ionia, which has no population anymore. I think the Sol Vortex has sucked all the population away. Yeah, we're very healthy on gold now, amusingly. This sounds pretty simple. There's only a few things happening. I'm going to build up some stuff in Russ. We'll get rid of... I think the Firebirds just vanish next turn, but whatever. We'll break siege with the stuff in Omphalia, the Vampires. We'll take Russ back. We're currently sacrificing. So there's going to be a bit of an army here. I'll start putting something together that I think could fight a Beringe, if there's a Beringe in this province. And we'll try and get this throne if we can. First, though, I want to make sure these 2 thrones are at least, partly defended. So, Zoglia, I saw there's quite a lot of stuff adjacent to Zoglia currently. Like, Agartha has some stuff here. It would be a bit annoying if we got attacked. So, I'm going to have Mastema cast 3 red seconds on this province. So, that's a spell that just immediately gives you a fort. And it gives you it during the ritual phase. So, if anything moves on us, there will be a fort there. So I'm just going to do that, just, a bit of a precaution. That does mean we wasted gold trying to build a fort, but I mean, who cares? We've got so much gold this turn anyway. So we'll have a fort here next turn. And yeah, I'll start just summoning something cheap every turn to put more stuff in the fort, but there's quite a lot of defense here relative to our neighbors. So it's not too bad. Melma, getting a temple and a lab this turn, and then I'll just start summoning vampires probably. Maybe doing a little bit of recruitment, getting some salamanders every turn. And then that'll be that over here as well. And hopefully we can move stuff between these two forts. Looks like the Banes can't quite move there in one turn, but we can see some stuff coming towards us if we need to defend this. So I think that'll be okay. And then we'll put together proper armory in Russ. Over here, Mabakiel's still just trying to assassinate. I mean, he's still on 18 magic resistance. Hopefully he keeps resisting. Because he killed a Gija this turn, he's now cursed because they have Death Curse, which is a bit unfortunate. I wonder if that affects magic resistance rolls. Curse has some weird interactions with a bunch of stuff in the game that isn't really well documented. But yeah, he's just going to keep assassinating. And I've put together a kind of... So Voldy here, I don't know if she's really going to be able to stay hidden. She's got 100 stealth, but obviously there's a lot of stuff patrolling here, so she might get caught anyway. But she's got 100 stealth and she's S2, so she'll protect him from 66% of mine hunts, I think it is. So I'm moving her over. Hopefully she doesn't just get patrolled out immediately, that would be unfortunate. But there's some other stuff just sneaking over. If we survive the 2 mine hunts that are coming this turn, at least that stuff will be there next turn. Be more kind of sneakers and a shade mailed S2. Yeah, I'll just try and keep him safe, but we'll see what happens. And other than that, not much else. So yeah, I'm still going to try and hit Rolothia and Silent Wetlands when I can, but just need to make sure I'm safe from this for now. Doing some usual spells though. Abysia, we're doing Infernal Tempest and Infernal Breeding. Agoria is not really getting any summons this turn though. I'm doing some other stuff here instead. I am still getting Forest Trolls because they're a pretty good use of nature gems, I think. They're pretty cheap for us on this site, and you know, they're not bad units. They need fire resistance, but besides that, you know, they're pretty good. I've stopped doing whites for now though. I'm going to revive Bane Lords every turn instead, because we're getting close to Cataclysm. 6 months away. I'm going to make Bane Lords and just put Moonblades and Anti-Magic Amulets on them. And maybe Quickness Boots as well. And they'll just be our primary sort of throne defenders. They'll help kill horrors when we start getting horror attacked in the endgame. This is a JBBM game, so Doom Horrors are a bit more powerful. So it pays to be a bit careful about trying to make sure we have big, you know, anti-magic thugs that can hit them very hard. So I'll start reviving Bane Lords every turn. I'm also casting a bunch of Unrest increasing spells on Zameek. Because the higher the Unrest is, the more difficult it is to patrol. Or to catch hidden units by patrolling. So I'm casting Hellscape on this province, which also increases the heat. If we wanted to actually like attack into this stack, because now that we know everything is patrolling, we could just like move into this and try and kill it, I suppose. That's also an option. I'll just go through and look at like if we see any big mages that have lots of items and stuff. I think the Yolls are going to be really scary though. Yeah, these guys are all like geared out. Yeah, these guys are all really geared out. What was that item then? Book of Black Secrets, damn. Yeah, I don't really want to fight into this army. These guys are really scary. I've seen the mages are all geared out as well. Maybe not the werewolves. What about the Gijis? Lots of gems and stuff. Yeah, I mean it's a scary army, right? But I'm casting Hellscape on this, and I'm also casting the horror spell, Dream Horror. So that'll also start increasing the unrest, but I'm not sure if the Dream Horror will remain hidden or not. I can't remember if they're invis. They might be invis. If we're lucky, they're invis, I don't know. But yeah, but other than that, same sort of stuff. Belial here is making himself a Fireballer. And eventually Agoth is going to send us a Spirit Helmet. I sent them 50 Nerd Gems. Just taking them a little while. If we can get Belial into that province, he also increases unrest, which is quite funny. So maybe that'll help. But only has 85 stealth, unfortunately. I'll try moving him into it though, why not? That is it for this turn though. So nothing else crazy happening this turn, unfortunately. But we'll just see what happens. So that would turn whatever that was, I always forget to check. 66. So that was turn 66. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Hello, welcome back. We have two messages of propaganda from Nephil, first of all, who attacked us in earnest this turn. I got some research in thaumaturgy done. We almost have purgatory. It's a bit late now, unfortunately. On Folia, I got hit by a blizzard. And yeah, lots of attacks this turn. It might be easier to look at the map first, I'm not sure. Let's just go through them though. Omphalia is... So these are the units I had adjacent to Agartha's throne. These guys were just heading to Russ. And we had some kind of, I guess, cloud trapezing guy, who is very decked out. This guy just spams Wind of Death, I think it's called. This is a decay spell. So he basically just does mass decay on all of our dudes, which unfortunately kills lots of blood slaves and kills lots of human mages and stuff. And I don't think our warlocks live very long either. No. All of our stuff is very, very susceptible to old age and decay. So he just spams that a couple of times and then I think retreats. Or maybe he had returning. That looks more like he had returning. Yeah, and our stuff just dies horribly of decay. So that cleared out a lot of stuff from that little stack we had by Agartha. It wouldn't surprise me if Agartha messaged Nephil and said, there's a stack next to me if you want to try and take it out, because Agartha seems that kind of player. But yeah, lost a bunch of mages and stuff over by Russ. So not great. Kept most of the units though, but it's, you know, lots of dead mages. Zoglia next. So this is, right, so we had another throne that I just cast 3 red seconds on, in case Agartha attacked it. Turns out, yeah, Nephil attacked it during the ritual phase. So we're actually pretty lucky that we cast that spell because the fort is now here. So these guys are just sieging a fort instead of taking a throne. So you can see lots of rituals, it's lots of hawks, Call of the Winds, and Arouse Hunger, lots of ghouls. Then we also have this cool setup where there's a Communion Master Mage, and a Golem Communion Slave. And the mage is he casts Phoenix Pyre. So he's going to be really interesting to kill. He's got his little Fatigue Battery Golem, and they both have Phoenix Pyre. At the moment though, this stuff is just sieging the fort that we now have magically. So probably not going to do much siege damage on its own. Could easily teleport more stuff into this though, so who knows. That's our other throne though that's now under siege from a Golem and a Magus. Elidor next. This was throwing some imps at one of our blood hunting provinces, I think. Doesn't really go very well though. I think we keep it. We did not keep it. That's a shame. So we lost that one. But where was that one? Oh right, over by Russ, yeah. So this is this area of the world. I think this was to make sure he had retreat routes. So we had a bunch of rituals hit Rid as well, and Elidor. And this is where the decay just hit us. So yeah, Nephil just randomly on this part of the world now. During the ritual phase. Second Forest is werewolves and stuff. We also got attacked by rituals in Dragon Ridge and Bakar, but these were the ones that were successfully defended. So just some of our random provinces. Which one was Bakar? Oh, this one, okay. Yeah, we had a lot of PD here. And yeah, Dragon Ridge is this one. So Devils bounced off that one. And Niflheim also attacked Relothia as well. This is the throne by Russ, currently held by Agartha. So we're kind of lucky here because Agartha manages to defend this against this Golem thug. And this is a very, very thugged out Golem. So we also get to see Nifl's Bless, by the way, which is terrifying. Precision, 15 shock res, 10 fire res, 3 regeneration, 3 magic resistance, undying, regeneration, and blood vengeance. Pretty hellish. The Golem is also doing Phoenix Pyre and stuff on itself. So I'm pretty amazed that Agartha managed to defend this. I guess the Golem is very fatigued currently. I guess if he dies now, the Phoenix Pyre won't do anything. What is actually damaging you? I guess it's getting crit because of the fatigue. Still 155 fatigue. Yeah, I think maybe it's just getting crit a lot because of the fatigue, right? I think that's how that works. And down to 79 fatigue now. You get his Phoenix power off? That would be crazy. I'm gonna press N a few times, see if we can get through this. Maybe it's a timer victory, actually. I'm spamming N. What are you on currently? Still 27 hit points. Okay, it looks like he is winning. But Agartha still holds the throne. This must be a timer victory, right? No, he eventually just takes damage and explodes and doesn't come back. Well. So big congratulations to Agartha on holding that throne. Didn't even really cost him much. That's pretty funny. Yeah, so as you can see, Agartha still holds this throne. There's a lot more stuff here now as well. Including Agartha's god. So Nifl hit Hagoria, Zoglia, and Relothia this turn. So clearly they were trying to win now. But yeah, it didn't quite go the way they planned. They're still very strong though. Down here we have the actual battles and stuff. Mabakil killed a gnome, which is nice. This guy actually had some items and stuff. Dubros, we got attacked by Aegis, and then Hagoria. So this is our throne with all of our stuff in it. And this is what Nifl has brought out. There is no way, I mean literally no way we kill this army. This is an insane army. It's just ridiculous. First of all, there's about 1 billion mages here. This might be every mage Nifl has for all I know. And every single mage has a shitload of items. If I just go through the Jarls, you can see this guy, Flesh Eater, Spear of the Morrigan, he's got a bunch of fire resist gear, he's blessed with his ridiculous bless, and he's got a bottle. Do they all have that? They've all got some variation of that. I mean, just look at this shit, this is crazy. Here's a guy with Tempest, so Storm is up instantly. All the Aegis, I've noticed that all of these mages pretty much have, or maybe not the front line, back line? Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, they have like Storm Spores and stuff. And lightning rods. Yeah, Nifl has gone out of his way to make sure that as many mages as possible have lightning resistance. And since Storm is going up immediately, I assume that the big lightning spell is going to get dropped on us that I can't remember the name of. The one that just floods the battlefield with lightning, and it's worse than a storm. And yeah, all these, like every single one of these dudes has some combination of items. Most of them are thugged out. We've got these mages as well, haven't even looked at these yet. I mean, there's no way I kill this. We have all kinds of different problems fighting into it as well. All these sacreds are going to have Blood Vengeance, which makes any kind of damaging spell really difficult to use. They have tons of protection and magic resistance, and then they're also, they have Reinvigoration on their bless, and they have Regen on their bless. They have fire resistance, and cold resist, and shock resist. I don't know how we beat this, to be honest. I'm not sure, even if we brought every single thing in our nation into this fort, we could beat it. There's the gnomes as well. Don't you guys also have items? Yeah, I mean, even the gnomes are thugged out. Yeah, there's no way we beat this army. We just gotta defend the fort as best we can. The fort has been cracked open immediately, as you can probably imagine. So I'll just do what I can. And yeah, I think this game is going to be Nifl's to lose, unfortunately. Anything else important in the messages list? Probably not. We've got tons more gold again, which is nice. And did some patrolling and stuff. Yeah, so Hagoria is... we're probably going to lose Hagoria, let's be honest. But, you know, we'll try and do something. Not sure what to do over here exactly, but Zoglia is... I mean, it's lost half its wall already, but it doesn't look like there's anything actually sieging it anymore, so I don't know. Maybe it's safe for a little while. I'm just going to ignore this part of the world for now, though. And ignoring most parts of the world, the big thing is Hagoria. So, I've scripted that goes inside the fort, first of all. We are mostly up in this block, and then there's lots of units around here. We've got some whites here, we've got some devils here, we have a line of smolder ghosts. When I set these armies up, I forgot that Storm was going to be up, so our flying units can't actually fly, which is an oversight. But this turn has already been submitted and rolled over, unfortunately. So not much I can do about it. But yeah, I mean, we've got really high quality troops. I just don't think anything can fight that many mages, to be honest. But we'll just put up all of our... Why are you unscripted? You're just the commander. We'll put up all of the big spells that we can, and I guess we just pray, right? So let's see. First of all, we have lots of F2 mages, these guys. These guys are just spamming Flame Ward. That's it. That's their job. There's not much else they can do that's useful. They will eventually go off script and probably just summon Fire Elementals, and that's fine. They're probably going to run out of fatigue before they get to that point, though. Their job is just to make sure all the stuff up in the block has some degree of fire resistance, because we're going to need that. That's their job. Next up, we have some guys that have some Fire and Earth. Their job is to spam Iron Will. We're against an army that has lots of Blood Vengeance, so going to need lots of Magic Resist. That's their job, and that's pretty much it as well. All of the D2, B2 mages are just Sabbath slaves, and anyone else who's got like Astral or something is probably a Communion slave as well. And that leaves the big mages. So let's just go through the big mages and see what we have. Right, I think this is all of the most important mages in this battle, so let's see. So my Prophet's in the battle, he's going to do some fighting, he's doing Divine Blessing, then attacking. We have Mistema, who's up to Blood 8, and is going to be a Sabbath Master as well. He's going to be a very powerful Blood Mage. He's got 23 magic resistance, and I gave him the Crown of the Magi as well. So he's also got regen. Hopefully he's safe from Blood Vengeance and stuff. His job is just to get up the big blood spells as quickly as possible. First up is Sanguine Protection to give demons magic resistance. Should be very important. Then we'll do Blood Rain. Trying to drop some morale might help a bit against some things. Rush of Strength, give everything strength. And then do some Reinvigoration and go off script. So his job is really just the big blood spells. As fast as possible. We have one big fire mage doing some cold res, might be useful. I think what we really need is shock res in this battle, but we don't have a good way of doing that. So I'm just going to cross my fingers that we just survive the shock damage. I don't think we will though. Big death mage Gorolon here is going to do rigor mortis and then join the communion and do reinvigoration and then spam some terror. Maybe we can stack terror with blood rain, who knows. We have Zambarth here. This guy's not going to live very long, let's be honest. He's dead probably on turn 2 of the battle. But if he does survive, he'll try and get up relief. Why not? We have some guys who have blood and fire who are going to do some Infernal Prison. Might be good. Just banish those guys. He'll be a communion leader. Random Mages just casting lightning resist on themselves and then doing spells. A Maimon here is going to do Heat from Hell and Inner Furnace. And then also spam Infernal Prison. So just stack heat effects. Most of the stuff in Nifl's army has fire resistance, unfortunately. Because there's just so many fire resist items on that army. But got to do it anyway. We'll try. More Infernal Prison. Death Mage going to do Darkness. This will help the Darkness demons especially, but all the demons will be unaffected by that. Might be good. We've got Gap doing some melee. We have this guy putting up anti-magic, and then putting damage reversal through the communion. And then he'll also try and do Rush of Strength if that hasn't gone up yet. Why not? Bedosian is doing some Blood Rain as well, just in case that hasn't gone up yet. These are kind of like backup casters. And then also spamming Curse of Stones. Try and stack fatigue effects. Megoth does Solar Eclipse. And then spam some Stellar Cascades. Try and stack fatigue effects. And Magog here, I got this guy up to 28 magic resistance. Gave him a ton of items. He's going to do Firestorm. I think we might be safe for Blood Vengeance damage from Firestorm because Nifl's Bless also has fire resistance. So if you have Blood Vengeance, you probably aren't going to get damaged by Firestorm anyway. But just in case, he's got 28 magic resistance, so he puts up the Firestorm, which hopefully just clears out all of those corpse constructs at least. And all those Gigas who are in Communion are just going to be spamming Skeletons a lot, I think. So Firestorm should clear those guys out. I think they all just do Raise Dead constantly. I mean, certainly when they're not fighting anything, they're doing lots of Raise Dead. I mean, that's a ton of undead. So hopefully Firestorm just clears all that crap out for us. That'll be something at least. So I think we lose this battle no matter what, but you know, we'll try and do something, see what happens. I think the big lightning attack spell just goes... What's that called again? Perpetual... What is it called? Is it Wrathful Skies? Yeah, this spell is most effective during a storm. 15 armor negating shock damage. I think this goes up and just wipes us, right? That's what's going to happen. But we'll see. So those guys are sitting inside the fort, and I'm doing a bunch of summons. I'm doing like lots of Infernal Breeding and Wrath of Flames this turn, so there'll be more summons in the fort, and there'll also be flames outside the fort. But you can also see a bunch of red arrows moving into Hogoria as well. I'm going to hit this army outside the fort to try and make it waste gems. So if I hit Y and then hide the researches, I think that works, right? Oh, does this only show stuff moving or breaking siege? Oh, that's really useful. Okay, so this is the stuff that's just moving to Hogoria. The goal of these guys is just to make the army blow gems, nothing else. I don't have any high hopes for this army at all. So we're just bringing all of the units from nearby provinces that we can. There's quite a lot of units, and some of them I think are probably going to trigger some kind of gem use. We've got Hellbred Giants, we've got Vampires and Devils. So these guys are all just going to smash into that army. And Belial is coming over with a couple of slaves as well. He's just going to become a Sabbath Master and then do Hell Power, which should also drop a bunch of horrors on the battlefield, which might, you know, also trigger gem use and stuff. Might also start clearing out some of those corpse constructs as well. Once the Communion has done that, they're just going to retreat. So we'll try and preserve as many mages as we can. We'll try and preserve Belial. But yeah, we're just going to propagate hell power through a Communion. See if that summons a bunch of horrors or not. But hopefully this stuff just triggers a bunch of gem use. And then if the fort gets stormed immediately, maybe this army won't have the gems it expects to have. That's probably the best thing I can come up with. We'll see what happens though. So that's all the prep for Hogoria. But yeah, that's a ridiculous army. Oh yeah, there's the other problem as well, which is that a lot of these units are they're good if they're flying, but I forgot that Storm's going to be up, so none of these guys will actually fly. Which is unfortunate. I'm not sure if that works in our favor or not inside the fort, to be honest. But like I said, I think Shimmering Fields just goes up and blows us to bits, whatever it's called. Forgot already. Wrathful Skies. I think Wrathful Skies is just going to blow us to bits. But if we're really lucky, maybe the Wrathful Skies caster blows all his Ur gems during the outer fight, and then we're safe inside. You know, you never know. That's it for this turn currently. Yeah, I think Nephil is just going to very quickly win. If they're hitting these 3 thrones this turn, seems likely they're hitting others. They claimed a throne this turn as well, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they've got 5 thrones currently. They only need 2 more. Be fun to watch the Hogoria fight though, even if we get like brutally owned. Should be cool to see all those Jarls and Werewolves and stuff just fighting things. We'll see what happens. If we survive, we have a ton of gold, and I'm moving out Little Priest that I've recruited, so we can put up lots of temples. So that's kind of cool as well. This guy, incidentally, who's sieging Zoglia, the Golem, I thought, oh, this would be a good use for my Smasher Bane Lord, right? Unfortunately, the Golem has Sun Sword, which does a shitload of damage to undead. He's currently a slave, though. I guess the guy could get up to it and just keep attacking the Golem, and then it'll Phoenix Pyre, and then maybe it won't come back because it'll have too much fatigue, and then we kill the mage. So maybe the Smasher guy might still be pretty good against the Golem, I don't know. But whatever. Alright, that's the turn anyway. So that was turn 69, is that? 67. That's turn 67, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.